Hello, my loves. Whew. I put a little poll out on my Instagram today and I said, who else is feeling it? Who else is feeling chaotic emotions right now? And about 90% of you said that you are. The rest were chilling. I don't know how, I don't know why, but the collective energy is obviously pretty wild at the moment. So I thought, you know what? Let's tap in. Let's do a bit of channeling around it. Let's workshop this a little bit, right? Let's lean in and let's hold each other in this moment. Yeah. Um, I am deep in my healing era. I've spent so much time journaling. I preach journaling a lot. You guys will know that I do. If you've been coached by me, you'll know that I talk about journaling a lot. But it's really been a real integral part of my practices over the last 2 weeks, and even more, like I've spent most of the day journaling behind over here in my bed. There's just this self-discovery that's happening. There's this philosophizing, is this a word? Philosophizing that is going on. There's just so much that I'm moving through. I'm seeing the deeper meaning in so many things to the point that I'm exhausted. Okay, I'm absolutely exhausted. My poor husband has just been like the rock that the ocean is crashing upon and upon and upon and upon. And the amount of times I've said to him over the last few days, I know this is illogical and I know it's irrational and I just need to say it and I just need to feel it and I just need you to listen. And he's like, okay, yes. And he's doing his very darndest to do it. It is an emotional time for so fucking many of us today, right? I listened to a drag song on my headphones today and I cried for a full 4 minutes straight, fully cried. And it was Are You Okay? Which is a beautiful song and there's a tragic story behind it. But um as to why they wrote it, but I was just my emotions. It's almost like my nerves have been exposed and everything is hitting harder than ever. The good, the bad, the ugly, the sensitive. My wounds are like, hello, hi. um, and for me personally, the reason that I share this with you is not to jump on here and talk about me, talk about me, talk about me, talk about me. The reason I jump on here to share this with you is because I think it's really fucking important, right? And if I'm moving through it, and I kind of popped it out on Instagram today and saw that you guys are moving through it too, then let's talk about it, right? Because some conversations, some DMs, some voice notes in my Instagram today made me feel so much more normal. Yeah. And that is what I fucking always aim to do with my work is to bring normalization to what we're moving through so that you know you're not moving through it alone, right? So for me personally, the themes behind this energy, perhaps as we move into Mercury retrograde, perhaps if we move into this new moon in Leo, I'm an MC in Leo, which is all about career and how I'm seen and perceived publicly. Um, it's also like Pluto, I think, is transiting through Aquarius, and Aquarius is in my fourth house, which relates to like motherhood, identity, and I've just been having these like epic waves of grief coming through for me around my children growing up. They're 14 and 12. I feel like the last 2 years has been a blur due to this mold journey, and all of a sudden I'm like, where the fuck are my babies? Like, and my heart just fucking aches for them when they were little, and I'm so proud of them and I'm so proud of how far they've come and I'm so proud of Seb and his health battle. But like my heart is just like I've been dreaming of having children and oh my God, it's just wild. So there's some wild astrological things coming through. I'm an air sign. I'm not sure if that I haven't gone too deeply into the astrology of things, but there's so much happening at the moment. It's absolutely wild. And so I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to talk about what I'm moving through, and perhaps it's what you're moving through as well. So what I've noticed is that my emotions are at the fucking forefront. Like I went to a Taylor Swift tribute show yesterday. The lady that was Taylor, Natalie, amazing. She's been filling in with the boys band, my husband's band. And so Dan's like, we'll go, we'll support her. I'm like, great, awesome. I fucking cried. Like the Taylor Swift fucking tribute show, and I cried. Things like that. My emotions are at the forefront of everything right now, to the point that they're almost taking over. I've got tools in the toolkit to allow to make sure that doesn't happen. But my emotions are really like they're not here to be ignored. They're not here to be diminished. They're not here to be put under the rug for something that makes sense. Like that's just simply not going to happen right now. Like it's my emotions are like, you need to see me. My wounds are like, you need to fucking see me. You need to listen to me. At the very forefront of my pain points So one is like, oh my God, my kids are growing and have I been a good enough mother? You know, have they, and I've even said to them like, did you have a good childhood? I know they're still in childhood. What do you know, and they're like, can't really remember. And I'm like, I put so much work in, you can't even remember. Do you feel loved? Yes. Why are you asking me this stuff? You know, so there's this like, have I given them all that I could? And the answer of that is an emphatic yes, but in my brain, I'm like, no. Um, Another wound coming through for me is, am I enough in my relationship? Am I enough? Um, the answer is absolutely, and I know this in my bones and I know this logically, but my heart and my emotions are like, poor you, you settled with me, you know, just fucking stupid shit, like the deepest bullshit. My rejection wounds are enormous right now. So I have rejection sensitivity as part of ADHD, but um my rejection sensitivity is out of control at the moment. Like, I say out of control. I'm controlling it. I have the tools in the toolkit. I practice what I preach, right? So things don't get chaotic. But for me, I'm like, fuck, that's feeling dicey right now, like my rejection sensitivity. My husband's been busy. He's had to focus on other things. And I'm like, but we need to do this. Why won't you do this with me? And it's just, thing like conversations and emotions that are not related or equal to on par with the situation. Does that make sense? So for me, emotions are fucking nuts. Old school wounds are coming up. Rejection sensitive is coming up. The same, am I enough? Which is like, I've worked through this so often. I guide women through this, and there's another layer of it coming up. Like, are you doing enough? And a really, really fucking big one for me is, are you failing your mission? Right? Are you doing what you fucking came here to do? I'm struggling with that. Yeah, I'm struggling with that. I'm struggling with juggling the humanness that comes through being a fucking human. And as you know, if you've worked with me before, if you've listened to me, I'm very, 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 very big on being a fucking human being. We are not here to bypass the human experience. The human experience is here to teach us, right? To initiate us. And I'm not here to bypass it. So I'm a big believer in feeling what we need to feel. Sick of feeling at the moment. Sick of it. Why is it so big? Don't want it to be so big. So for me, the messy humanness, that comes with finances and planning for your future, and are you doing it properly? And are you showing up? And are you getting the balance right? Like, it's a no from me, dog. It's a no from me right now. Um, And then that I just feel such shame, right? Because I know that I have this power to help people, and I feel this shame and like, why am I feeling? Blah, blah, blah. So that's my personal breakdown of the energy that we're moving through. But what I would like to, my intention when I came in here with my microphone was to actually channel a meditation for you. And then it was like, no, you need to be seen, you need to be on camera, you need to be talking about your experiences rather than just politely guiding people through a meditation. So maybe a meditation will come later. But my loves, I just want you to know that whatever messy fuckery that you are moving through right now, it is normal. You are okay. And I'll start crying about this. Are you? I'm not going to sing. I'm a terrible singer. The Dregs, Are You Okay? Right? Beautiful song. I can't sit still today either. So the energy is really highlighting what we need to pay attention to, right? And for me, it's really highlighting that I need to regulate my nervous system even more, and that I need to integrate the fucking ginormous lessons that I've moved through in the last 2 years with moving out of my home, gutting it, throwing out everything we own because of fucking mold, having my son in hospital, having my son gravely ill. That whole journey, the journey of losing my identity as a businesswoman, as a successful independent woman, because I needed help. I needed to rely on support. I needed community. I couldn't work. I needed to be with my son, right? I'm going to reframe that, right? If you've ever sat in a coaching session with me and I said that to, you said that to me, I'd be like, whoa, 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 whoa. And I'd say to you, you chose what was most important to you and you put down everything else, right? So you chose to be there with your son because that was the most important thing to you. So you put down everything else rather than like, I couldn't run my business because I had to be there with my... No, you fucking chose what was the most important place for your energy to go. And that's what you did. And that's so, so important. And I know it's just a tiny thought reframe, but it takes our fucking power back, right? And we go, okay, when I put my energy back over here, we're going to fly again. Yeah. So for me, in this energy, and perhaps for you as well, maybe it's bringing up some core wounds. Maybe it's kind of sitting here and going, hey, babes, what have you been through over the last 4, 5, 6 years? Do you need to heal? Maybe we need to heal from that, right? And of course, we have the shoulds and the woulds and the blah, 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 blah in our brain. And I'm like, oh yeah, I should do this. And then I open my computer and my computer's like, we're not doing that. Go journal. Go eat some fucking chocolate and journal. Go have a cacao. Something I'm really focusing on at the moment is food prep. One, because, the noise in my head is quite loud. Yeah. It's been quite loud for a little while, but it's definitely ramped up the last 3 kind of weeks with this intense energy. And when I am like that, whether it's hyper focusing on business, really passionately putting an offer out into the world, or whether it's just that I'm feeling a bit shit mentally, my food intake is something that really struggles, right? I'd love to say that I'm one of those people that doesn't eat. No, I eat, but I eat in a chaotic way, not in a way that I scarf down food, but I'll be like, fuck, I'm hungry, and I'm like, it's too hard, I can't make a decision. I don't know what I want. And then I'll eat something, I'm like, I shouldn't have eaten that. That's really high calorie, that's not good for me. I'm not eating protein, but all of that kind of shit, right? So something I've really been focusing on and a way that I've been grounding myself is through food prep. Yeah. So I sit there and I'll make, last night I made breakfast wraps. We got home, it was a big day. I made breakfast wraps, prepped them in the fridge. Mine had like a chicken sausage in it. I'm going to pause because I'm going to cough. Hold on. Sliced in half, chucked on the pan, and then I make this delicious, like, chuck 10 scrambled eggs in a thing, whip it up with some cottage cheese. And then what you do is you cut it to make 10 different wraps or however many you're going to make. So I made some for Dan that's like ham and eggs. And I made mine with like chicken snacks. Fucking delicious. But what I'm saying, the reason I'm telling this to you is because I find when I prioritize having food that is easy for me just to go, okay, I know that I'm eating well. I know that I'm feeding my body the protein that it needs, which is going to calm my nervous system. I'm not going to go into, oh, I need food mode. And it's already done. And it almost feels like somebody's looking after me. It's me. Hi. But I feel like I'm being looked after because I'm prepping that food. So definitely taking that slow time to just make sure there's always food in the fridge that I can just be like, okay, that's my lunch. Okay, that's my breakfast without thinking. The other thing I'm doing is sticking to my exercise regime, right? A lot of people will say take time off, heal, heal, heal. Take time off, brain, brain, brain. So for me, I'm like, I'm up, I'm at the gym, I walk my dogs, I come back, I've got my food, I'm done. I don't have to think about anything. I don't have to think about it. I'm on autopilot, right? Autopilot is such a fucking powerful thing when we harness it correctly. So if we go through life like a robot on autopilot, not great. But if we're like, you know what, I struggle with this part of my life, how can I autopilot it? Yeah. My next thing to autopilot, I'm an avoidant person sometimes, is my finances. Oh, fuck. Better, I like to autopilot. That goes there, that goes there. It's all automatic, fucking done. Don't have to think about it. Again, I'm making space in my brain for ideas to drop through, for wounds to process, for fucking, anything. Creating space, yeah, for creativity, drop-ins, imagination. We need to create space. And I feel like this portal is creating space for a lot of us, right? But it's also highlighting how can you better look after yourself? How can you highlight, like it's highlighting, how can you look after yourself? How can you create space? How can you fuck off what you don't need anymore, right? How can you clear up the space in your brain? Yeah. So I'm really big on discipline gives freedom. So I love freedom is one of my strongest pillars. That's why I run businesses. It's like I don't know if I can do what someone else tells me to do all the time. That's not how I roll, right? I want to choose what's important to me. I want to choose my priorities, right? So that's really fucking important to me. However, I feel like this new moon, this energy, this retrograde, all of it is really bringing out where we've got gaps in our systems and where we can go on autopilot, right? What is going to be beneficial for you to go on autopilot? For me right now, having my food, my nutrition taken care of, That's a really helpful autopilot. Having I get up and I go to the gym as an autopilot is really helpful for me. I fucking hate winter as well. That's really playing into my mental health too. So it's like if I rot all day, at least I've been to the gym in the morning. Yeah, at least I've been to the gym. And what we do when we create space is we make space for inspiration to drop in. So very often we'll say that, I don't know what my next move is, I should be further ahead, blah, 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 blah. Just clear some fucking space. Whether you clean your room, whether you throw some things out, whether you take the rubbish out from the kitchen bin, whether you sage, I've been saging today, which is what I had to stop to cough before, whether you write some things down, so you take the space out of your brain, whether you physically throw some things out or donate it, make fucking space is my strongest. I'm just like, is this recording? Please tell me you're, oh, thank God. See, brain, chaotic. Um, Make space in that delicious brain of yours, right? Because the rigmarole of like, am I doing it enough? What if I miss? What should I do? Blah, 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 blah. The other thing I did, and I'm noticing a lot of people do this, I highly recommend, is really reducing my Instagram consumption. I deleted Instagram for a little bit. It is where I speak to my people. It is where I voice note my friends. It is where I show up. But I also find myself getting sucked in the vortex of scrolly, 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 scrolly. And, I really limit who I follow, and I follow people who inspire me or give me really useful tips. But then I'm like, fuck, probably should be doing that. So again, I'm limiting the noise that's going on inside me. In a relationship session the other day, one of the advice that Dan and I gave was like, hone in on your relationship, right? Hone in on your bubble. So you two are having a bit of issues in your relationship right now. Get it? Totally fucking normal. It's going to happen. Anyone that's got through life without a problem in their relationship or a struggle period is lying or not interested. So, okay, let's create a bubble around your relationship, right? Your relationship says fuck. Let's create a bubble, yeah? Let's get rid of all the fucking distractions that are not necessary right now for you. This is my advice. This is our advice to a couple. Get rid of that shit. Sometimes we have capacity to help other people, be really generous and give lots of our time. And sometimes we have to say, fuck, I really need to focus on what's really important to me right now. Whether that is your health, your mental health, your kids, your husband, whatever the fuck it is, you can put a bubble around anything at any time. Yeah? But as women, what we do is we're like, blah, 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 I have to do everything, I have to help everyone. Blah, blah, blah. Sometimes you fucking can't. And we give from overflow. And I promise you, when you look after yourself, overflow will return and you'll be able to give again. Okay, I promise you this. But what happens is we get so stuck in overwhelm, scarcity, have to, should, need to, blah, 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 that we just chronically burn out. Yeah. Sometimes I like to think of our energy as almost like a bit of a jack in box. We're up. We need to go back down. We need to go back down to come back out again, right? So if you're feeling that life feels a bit funky for you right now, so many people, 95% of people on my poll today, limit your fucking distractions. Limit the other people that you're serving, right? And I'm a big advocate in serving because serving makes us feel really great. But I want you to only serve from your inspiration. Yeah? So I was like, I'm going to do this today. I'm really inspired to do this for you guys. Very different energy of like, I haven't posted anything. I need to do something. What do people need from me? How can I show up? What's expected of? And I know that you're productive and I know that you have goals and I know that you want to be useful. Please know that when you stop being useful for a little bit, your usefulness will come back. You'll be more useful, right? Burnt out bitch is not useful at all. Yeah. So allow yourself to burn out if you need to. And when I say allow yourself to burn out, I don't mean take on more things until you burn out. What I mean is like allow yourself to be like, I got no energy. I'm recharging. Yeah. You know the vibrator that you plug into the wall to charge? That's you. No good to anyone if you're not recharging, yeah? Maybe that will get in your brain. That'll be a reminder. Re-fucking charge. Recharge. It's so important. And I had this moment of realization. As I say, everything is deeply philosophical for me at the moment. And Sebi must be feeling it too because he's like, Mom, I really like philosophy. And I was like, ooh, what kind of philosophy do you like? And he was like, don't ask me philosophical questions about philosophy. So there's this real like deeper thinking that's coming through, or a deeper awareness of the things that are happening around us, is what I would say. And for me, yesterday, I was looking for something to wear. I was like, fuck, I still don't have any clothes. Like, I've got my blazers and my, satin pants and stuff like that, things that I'd wear emceeing or at a show or whatever. But I don't have my floaty dresses. And I mean, it's fucking winter. I've got my gym stuff. I haven't replaced them. We threw out everything. If you're new here, we threw out everything because we had a hidden mold infestation. We're not ghetto. We couldn't see it. It was in the walls and under the fucking floor. Gutted our house, throughout all of our clothes, right? And what I realized going, oh fuck, I don't really have anything inspiring to put on. I don't have an avatar to play with today. I was like, fuck, done really well at survival. I've done really well at getting back in the gym and getting my body back and getting my health and my vitality and all that kind of stuff. I haven't I haven't played. I mean, I have been playing. I don't want to say that. I have been playing. I do my heels class. I do lots of really fun things just for me. But I haven't played in my expression when it comes to clothes. I've just been like gym clothes, work clothes, you know, things like that. And I realized, okay, I'm lacking a little bit here. Yeah. And not in a, I'm beating myself up. It's like, fuck, I deserve to feel like I'm going to buy that pretty dress. Yeah. You know me. I always wear dresses, except in winter. It's fucking shit. Anyway, where was I going with that? Oh, just the recognition. I have nothing to wear. Fuck, why aren't I making effort? Why don't I have anything to wear? Wow, babe, you've been focused on survival. Wow, babe, let's focus on fun. And I have, as I said, I have been bringing through lots of fun, which is why I wanted to deliver the playful seductress archetype training for you all, because froth, love that energy. But then I realized, okay, this is where it's asking to be amplified right now, right? In my clothing. Yeah. And again, like winter is just I'm two different people. In summer, I'm like this boho, chuck on a dress, no shoes, nice tan, no bra, like just feel pretty and cute. Winter, I'm like a hobbit. I'm a hobbit. I go to the gym, I come home, I'm a hobbit again. So anyway, we'll give ourselves a little bit of grace. But what I want to say to you here is like, I'm seeing the deeper meaning in what's happening instead of just like, fuck, you need to put more effort in. I'm like, oh, wow, what is going, like the curiosity. Something I always talk about in coaching is our curiosity, right? We don't go to judge ourselves. We go, oh, I'm curious as to what's going on here. I'm curious as to why I feel like this. I'm curious as to what else is necessary for me. Does that make sense? So I thought that that was really, really important to share with you is that, hey, babes, if you're going through it, you're not alone. Yeah. This is not to minimize what you're feeling. It at all, no stretch of the imagination is asking you to minimize what you're feeling. That doesn't even make sense, but whatevs. We're here for the feels, not the grammar. It's a fucking tricky navigation, right? Through transits, through energy, through all of it. Um, it's fucking tricky. Oof, it's so tricky. What I did today, what I recommend for you, I got my Gene Keys report out again, and I plugged it into ChatGPT, and I was like, can you please remind me of who I am? Can you remind me of my purpose as per my Gene Keys? And what I find so interesting is that it always correlates with human design and astrology and everything else and everything I already know and readings I've had done. And it's just that reminder of like, I'm that bitch. Yeah, I am. It's written in the fucking stars, right? So if my brain wants to doubt it, it's written in the stars. It is written in my stars. So I played with ChatGPT and I did some journaling and had a chat with my husband. I'm sure he's so sick of my like, did some more journaling. Yeah. And the most recent journaling block that I just did was, who do I want to be? Who do I want to be? What do I want to embody? Yeah. Something, and again, I journaled a couple of days. I've gone back to my old favorite. My Kindle is so dirty, don't judge me. The Desire Map. This book, just go read it, honestly. Danielle, the author, talks about how do we want to feel, right? So we set goals because we want to feel a certain way, yeah? How about we set the feelings that we want to fucking feel, and then we set the goals that are going to give us those feelings, or the activities, or the rituals, or the things that we can do that are going to give us those feelings. For instance, you might set a goal to go to the gym and lose 10 kilos, right? Why are you setting that goal? You want to feel hot. You want to feel better. You want to have more energy. Get it. Totally get it. But it's a punitive goal, right? Almost like a punitive punishment. So then we go, okay, I want to feel hot. I want to feel fit. I want to have more energy. What can I do to make that happen right now? I can go to the gym. I can drink some water. I can eat some better food. Maybe I'll go for a walk. See, when we set a goal that's like, I'm going to work out 3 times a week for the next fucking 6 months and I'm going to lose 10 kilos, it's like, and also you might like stack on the muscle and lose all the body fat and be the sexiest version of yourself, but you might weigh the same. And then you'll be like, I failed. No, you fucking didn't. So anyway, off track. Let's focus in. Let's lock in, as my kids say. I've loved embarrassing them lately. I came back to like, why am I feeling frustrated in my work right now? That was a big like, I don't know, 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 I don't know. And then when I sat with like, how do I want to feel? What are the feelings that I want to feel? Valued was a big one that came up, and impactful. And I realized that I wasn't feeling valued and I wasn't feeling impactful. And therefore I was feeling cunty, feeling disheartened around my purpose, simply because I forgot to look into the energy that I want to enter into, right? So coming back to the setting goal piece, I guess in Korea, someone might say, hey, I want to make this amount of money per month. And that's going to mean that I am valued. And that's going to mean that I'm having impact, right? I love that for you. Many of my coaching sessions, we talk about goals, we work towards finances. Like money is a real fucking thing here. I'm not this person that's like, oh, we don't need money. We fucking need money. Yeah, we need money to survive, to live a good life. And the more people who have money, the more good people who have access to money, the easier the world will be. Anyway, subject for another day, my love. But coming back to why we set that goal, oh, I need to blah, 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 blah. Why? One of those reasons is because you want to feel fucking valued. Yeah? So what can you do each day to feel valued? How can you remind yourself? Is it journaling? Is it valuing your fucking self, right? Is it reading books that are impactful for yourself and you share it with a friend and you know it's impactful? Is it undertaking coaching so that you transform and so do your kids? There's so many ways that we can grab the energy that we want to grab and hold on to that every day. And guess what? What we hold on to, what we embody, we become more of. We attract more of that in. This was not the pathway I was planning on going on today, but this is where Spirit wanted to lead us. Okay, so I always just trust where Spirit wants to take us. But what I want to do with you before I close off this chat slash workshop slash rant slash all of it relatable, I'd like you just to close down your eyes for just a moment. And I'd like you to take a deep breath. So closing down your eyes for just a moment. Big breath in, exhaling and softening the shoulders. Big breath in, exhaling, softening the shoulders. We're going to go again. Big breath in, holding, softening the shoulders. Moving your head around if you feel like your head wants to move and sway, and bring some softening to the body, some suppleness and movement, allowing Spirit to make any adjustment that they see necessary to allow you to receive, right? Their information, their channeling, their love, their guidance for you. You might like to have your hands out on your lap, outspread, ready to receive. And just keep breathing a little bit more slowly than you normally would. Taking a moment to feel the atmosphere of the air around you. Maybe it's warm, maybe it's a little bit chilly. Taking a moment to just notice any subtle noises in the background. It might be birds chirping, dogs barking, maybe your dryers gently moving around in the background. Taking a moment just to really shift your awareness to what you can hear and feel around you. Taking a moment to imagine that you are sitting in the darkness, that you are sitting on the grass, you're outside, the air's perfectly fresh, not too cold. Taking a moment to breathe in that beautiful fresh air, and taking a moment to imagine beautiful stars twinkling all around you in a clear night. sky. And as you have your hands outstretched on your lap, I want you just to see if you can notice any of that atmospheric changes around your hands, setting the intention that you're going to allow yourself to receive magic. You're going to allow yourself to effortlessly receive whatever the universe is trying to show you. You might receive that now. It might be over the next few days. The intention is to be open to receiving and noticing the magic that already surrounds you. Taking another big deep breath in through your nose, tilting your head back ever so slightly. Continuing to breathe a little more deeply than normal. I want you to notice how heavy your legs feel on the ground. I want you to send your thanks to the earth below you. Thanks to the traditional owners of the land, the true custodians of our land. Thank you for protecting, tending to, and looking after our soils. Taking a moment to sit in the honor and the privilege of the life that we have, even though it's not perfect, even though it's hard, even though it's stressful. Coming back to earth, to nature, to breath, to sky, to stars. Understanding we are held. We are held. We are held. Now I want you to visualize a smaller, younger version of you slowly making their way down from the stars. You might start to feel an ache in your chest. Keep your hands outstretched. Invite little you to come closer. And just wait patiently, without expectation, for them to arrive. See if you can set your intention for your chest to soften, for your heart space to melt open, and for you to meet little you with all the softness, compassion, and understanding that you can muster. As little you sits in front of you, cross-legged on the dirt, she touches your hand. I want you to feel how small and soft her hands are. I want you to look into her beautiful eyes. And I want you to ask her what she needs from you. I don't want you to overthink this. I want you to trust the first thing that comes into your mind. What does she need from you? Whatever she's asking for, I want you to send that to her. If you're unsure how to do that, you can imagine that emanating from your heart space to hers. You can imagine sending that through with your breath. You can imagine it coming from your fingertips and into her own. What is she asking for? Perhaps she wants a hug. Perhaps she wants love. Perhaps she wants to be seen and understood. And as she sits in front of you, I want you to tell her what she needs to know. What is it that you need to communicate with that younger version of you right now? There might be something that you want to apologize for. You might want to remind her of her magic. You might want to tell her that she's enough. I want you to listen and take a moment to really hear what's being said. I want you to really understand her emotions. There might be emotions that you feel are unnecessary, childish, or even ridiculous. For this moment, I want you to invite her onto your lap, to hold her and let her feel, to let her cry, to let her know she's safe, she's loved, and she's allowed to feel. I want you to hold her for as long as she needs. Perhaps you want to rub her hair, stroke her hair, or kiss her forehead. This little version of you. I want you to look at her. I want you to remember her magic. I want you to look at the hope in her eyes. Now that she's met somebody who truly understands her. And I want you to hold her hands. And I want you to promise her that you will take better care of her heart. You will take better care of her body. You will take better care of her soul, her knowing, her mind, her environment. I want you to tell her that you're proud of her, that you believe in her, and that she'll always have a safe place within you. I want to leave this next part up to you as to what feels best for you. Perhaps you want to integrate that little version of you within yourself. Perhaps you'll see the two of you merging together. Or perhaps you'll see her skipping away, dancing around, leaving, knowing that she still exists within you, knowing that she gets to play within you, knowing that she has a safe place to grow within you. And as you share these final few moments with the younger version of you, I want you to remember that you can connect with her at any time. She is the wisdom inside of you. She is the tender heart, the curious mind, the innocent curiosity within you. And as you wave her away or fully integrate her inside, I want you to make a final promise. I'll make more time for you. I love you. And when you feel ready, start to wiggle your toes. Start to move your fingers. Start to roll your head. Start to take some deep breaths. Start to become aware of the signs and the sounds around you. Start to notice how your body is feeling. Start to rub your hands on your legs, rub your hands together, bringing some feeling and some awareness back into your body. Starting to shrug your shoulders up and down, wiggling, doing whatever feels good for you. And when you feel ready, open your eyes. Holy moly, that was a big one. I feel fantastic after that. With all of my work, I work directly with spirit. I don't plan anything. I just let my body be a vessel as to where it wants to go. And that's where it wanted to go today. And I trust that where my body wanted to go is where you need to go if you found this recording. Oof. It's such a beautiful thing to remember that we all have these vulnerable little children inside of us, right? They just want to be seen. They just want to be seen. They just want to be told everything's going to be fine. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for coming on this journey with me. I did not know this was going to happen today. I was like, let's record a podcast. Let's talk about the energies. And then I was like, no, let's do a meditation. I was like, let's just fucking do everything at the same time. Manny Jam. I think a child came in. I think one of my actual birth children came in. Probably like, oh, I'm seeing it again. Oh, my loves. Take it easy on yourself, yeah? Have something warm to drink. Have a bath if you can. Wrap yourself up in your dressing gown. I live in my dressing gown in winter. Um, Eat some nourishing food. And just make a promise that you'll tap in with your inner child more often, my loves. I love you. I love your inner child. We are moving through some shit, right? We are moving some shit. We are moving some shit because we got to get rid of it because amazing things are coming. My inbox is always open. Specifically, if this has brought up anything for you as well, please do not hesitate to contact me. My inbox is always open. I have sessions available this week that are at $99 just to make it more affordable for people because I know people are struggling a little and I'm feeling really, really connected to my purpose after having a moment. Have a beautiful, beautiful night. Let me know if you enjoyed this because I've really enjoyed delivering it for you.